Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.
Hey Doomies, welcome back to another episode of the TastyDoom podcast. Without further ado, let's jump into another episode.
Bless him and he won't die. You're alive. Are you a morning person?
No. But
Are you a night person?
I have to wake up at 7 in the morning to go to work.
I have to wake up at 5 in the morning to go to work.
Guys, he has to wake up at 7 in the morning to go work at fucking Napa.
I have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Shut the fuck
so
up.
that I can wake up at 6 a.m.
I have to take care of 4
so
fucking
that I can
stores.
go to work by 6:40.
As somebody who previously worked at Napa, I can tell you, it's not a difficult job.
Napa know-how.
You just gotta have the Napa know-how.
Well, it's easy. It's easy when the name actually stands for no auto parts available. So you just like, oh, we'll have to order it.
Well, I don't know, Kyle. They've had your light available.
Your store's location is really big.
What?
You feeling froggy, son?
I'm waiting to see what he does.
He just actually fucking punches you in the jaw. D&D's over.
No, he thought
Roll
about
initiative.
He thought about it, but he just didn't want to punch an elderly man.
You thanked him too soon.
I respect for my elders.
You wouldn't hit an old man with glasses, would you?
Very clever. You
I got a
hit an
50.
old man with glasses.
What
Very
the fuck
clever.
is that?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
That's Wreck-It Ralph,
I
yeah.
see what you did there.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let's bring it back in. Let's calm down. Enough of the old man jokes. At last, we left off. You guys had come to the gates of Tru'Navals Landing. It under siege by an undead horde and a necropolis floating above it. An undead dragon flying around, burning anybody who tries to leave the city. You guys decide it's a good idea to go ahead and charge your way in, using your amulets to protect you from the undead horde. You guys rush in with your carriage, beating and running over any of the undead to the point of where your own metallic horses are covered in their coagulated blood. You guys deciding the better idea to go ahead and split up to try to save as many people as you can, and to 2 of you to take off and try to fight off this undead dragon. Iven and Astro, you guys happen to find some people still alive trying to fight for their lives. But with your part of the story over and still more to come, we come to Paul and Kovdar. You guys have climbed up one of the towers and are now running along the wall. As you guys are running along the wall, the great undead dragon coming around full circle, it is coming towards you. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna light my axe on fire.
Okay.
How far away is it right now?
I would say right now, it is, so it's on the other side of the city, and it is starting to turn back towards your guys' way. It's still got a whole half of the city to go. So it could be probably a mile out, but it's moving quickly.
So does it look like it's gonna be here in less than a minute?
I would say you probably have about a minute before it comes around to where you think you might be able to get it.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Bless on us,
Okay.
which lasts up to a minute. You said it'll be here sooner than a minute.
I would say around a minute. So I would say you
I'm
kind
gonna
of
wait
Yeah, you
to
kind of
cast
hold on
Bless.
to it until it starts to make its last turn and start to come along the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go right from there.
And
So
that'll-
you guys,
Again, it's a D4 to attack roll or saving throw.
okay, yep. So Paul, you seeing the dragon start to make its last turn to come parallel with the wall. You can see that some more of the people are trying to rush out. They're having to try to dodge some of these carriages that are caught on fire. Many of the horses that were pulling now just husks of flesh, of melted flesh in the road, and they're zigzagging their way through. This dragon sees them and starts to swoop down. You say a prayer to your goddess, asking for her blessing, and you guys can physically feel your muscles being more in tune with your wishes. What do you wish to do?
How far away is it?
I would say this wall is probably 600 feet, so you guys are probably about halfway. So 350 feet out as it is swooping down and coming.
Is it coming towards us?
So it's coming parallel along the wall right with you.
So if it's coming along the wall, does that mean that while it's passing us, I'm going to be able to jump onto its back?
I kind of want to roll a check for this, but I don't know what to do.
Let me jump on its back.
So I'm going to roll. I want you to go ahead. I'll let both of you do this.
Can it be athletics, by the way?
No, I will let you guys roll an insight to see how close this thing is, and I'm just going to roll a stat for the dragon real quick.
But I'm so exhausted. I got 4. Nope. I do. It's a 7, actually. I can make
I
that.
got a 19.
I can make that.
Okay. So, Paul, you watch this dragon as it's starting to fly just below the top of the wall. You're not exactly sure. You can actually see the dragon start to turn a little bit. But, Kovdar, you can see that it is just slightly catching the wind and is staying right along parallel with the wall. You could jump on its back.
I'm just here, blind. I can jump on that.
All right. So along this wall, are there like crenulations?
Yeah, so there is probably about a 2-foot crenellation along the, like the kind of stair step
Yeah.
for extra protection against volleys of arrows. You can easily climb up on top of that and ready yourself. It is flapping its wings as it's coming right along the wall.
All right. So I can guess it's going to be within 30 feet.
I would say with the size of this creature, it is a huge undead. So it's probably got, what, a 90-foot wingspan? So I would say you probably have about a 30-foot jump onto its wings if it's not beating by the time it flies underneath you.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And I want to hook my axe to its wing and then just dig my feet into the crenulations and try to bring it down.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to try to,
Rage.
catch it.
Yes.
Okay.
Rage as well.
I'm going to rage, and my plan is to jump the 30 fucking feet onto its wing and mutilate it.
Okay. It looks like you can do it. All right. So, you watch. You can hear this audible whoosh as it's beating its wings, as it stretches them out to catch as much air as it possibly can on its torn, leathery wings. It flies just underneath you. Roll me an attack.
30 to hit.
30
Nice.
is a hit. So you wait, you extend the web rope that Paul had made. It almost pulling out of the bracelet itself and laying on the floor, on the ground just below you. You just keep pulling it out, waiting, counting for that time that wing finally comes within range. And it does. You say the verbal word, the axe igniting, and you pull back and throw your axe end over end, the rope itself coiling right behind, keeping with the pattern and the motion of the axe. Digging deep, not into the leather of the wing, but into the wrist joint, right where all of the long fingers that have the webbing of the wings sticking out, and it digs deep. So go ahead and roll damage. Paul, it is now your turn.
Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to go for athletics on I'll jump out to its wing, and I want to, with my sword, get grip with it by stabbing through the wing.
Okay, so keep in mind you are 60 feet above the ground right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I am raging.
Okay.
So even if I miss and fall, I do take half damage, and I should be fine.
Okay, so you lunge out, putting your foot up on the crenulation and lunging, jumping with all of your might out towards this creature. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
And again, this is straight roll because I'm raging. And
You
I
are
have
raging.
advantage. And I have nothing to add to it. I have hopes and dreams. 16?
A 16 is high enough.
Yes.
So you jump with all of your might, lunging off of this wall, your sword in hand. Now I need you to make the attack roll.
Yes. So I do get a D4 added on that. 19. Dirty 20. It's a +3 weapon, not a +2 weapon now. It's a dirty 20.
Okay. That is a hit. As you lunge off of this, you can actually catch movement out of the corner of your eye as Kovdar's axe flies just beside you. You watch it sink into this knuckle on the very tip of this wing, and you dig your sword just behind it and drag your blade, splitting the leather of the wing into 2 pieces.
And I do have extra attack. How would that work here?
You could use an open hand. Your sword is dug into the leather and is cutting it.
You did say it ripped some, though, right?
So your weight and the motion of your drag is pulling it back, and the craftsmanship of your blade has honed it to the sharpest point. Okay. So just like a sharp knife against paper, it is just peeling back with ease.
So I will grab in the tear that I have, and I will pull the sword and make a slash above me as my extra attack.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So
want the
what do
damage
you
on the
what do you
first?
want to aim for?
So I'm just looking to cut openings in the wing so that it can't catch wind as much when it.
Yeah, so these sections are fairly large. So you just dragging back is going to split this whole section in half. But you are next to one of the finger bones of this wing.
Okay. Could I just cut the bone?
You could aim for it and try to hit it.
That'll be my goal. I'll roll the damage for the first hit.
No. Go ahead and roll the attack because I'm going to have both of you do damage
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay. It's higher. I rolled a 9 instead of a 6. So it's over 20. It's 23. I did math.
23. That is a hit.
Okay. So you want us to do
Okay.
damage together?
So, yeah, you reach up, almost getting to the very end of this leathery wing. You reach up, grab as much of this leather as you possibly can to hold yourself into the one point. Pull your sword free, bring it around your head, and you cleave the very end of this wing off, cutting a large section free of this leathery wing. What is everybody's... Well, what's your damage first?
So 25. And I want to try to pull it so it turns it and it runs into the wall.
Okay.
Try to get some damage on it that way.
Okay, so 25. What kind of damage is that? That's fire damage and slashing damage, right?
Yeah, magic slashing.
Just doing a double check here. Okay, no, we're good. Oh my gosh, that's a ton of dice.
35. Remember 35. I'm going to roll the next one. 30. So 65 damage. Oh, plus 4 for my rage.
So
Total.
Oh, yeah.
69.
Nice.
Plus 2 for mine as well.
Oh, so your is 27. So,
In strength contest, I guess.
yes, I need a strength contest.
Plus another 6, because the weapon's a +3 weapon.
Jiminy Christmas.
75. That's the final answer on damage.
75. All right. That is a ton of damage.
Would the dragon be At disadvantage, since he's got someone on his wing with a giant cut in it.
No, because you are also pulling against his momentum.
Fair.
Plus, it's pretty.
Oh, it's large. It's thick.
So I rolled 15.
15? That is not enough. That does not match the DC that I set. This is 3 or 4 tons worth of just dragon bone alone. And you are pulled from the wall. Your feet are dug in as best as you can. You can feel the sudden jerk as your muscles go red from the sudden intake of blood to them. But you feel the ground itself, the wall breaking beneath your feet, and you swing free, being pulled by the dragon. The dragon quickly flaps its wing to try to catch itself, to keep itself in the air. I need Kovdar to go ahead and make me a dexterity.
Even though I'm literally tied to it.
So
He can't fall.
That's true. Yeah, no. I for some reason I got like a rope in my mind. But no, you have a bracelet. It is magically attached to you, so you don't have to make the check. You are still attached to it. Paul, on the other hand, I need you to make me I will let you pick. This will be like a grapple check. So it can be athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Okay. Roll me
I
the
don't have
check.
disadvantage on athletics.
Yep.
That's probably not going to do it. 13.
13 is not enough.
If I am falling off, I am going to make sure that my blade cuts that entire wing.
Okay. So, as the wing flaps, you are ripped free, the leather of the wing being pulled suddenly from your hand, and you go into free fall. But there's a rope right next to you.
Oh, nice.
So, I will allow 2 checks here. So, the rope is close enough after it's been pulled free that you could try to reach for it. So go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to try to catch the rope.
You got a D4 on it.
Yeah, it's a saving throw, and I'm not disadvantaged on it.
Consider that one.
No, it's a 6. Might be a 9. It's a 9. Thank you, Dot.
Yes.
19? What is that? It's 13 plus 5 is 19.
19. As the wing beats, the rope is pulled underneath quicker than the wing itself is pulled from you. The rope falls faster than you can fall. So the dragon actually pulls the rope down below you. You see your chance, still holding your sword in one hand after ripping the rest of the wing off. You reach out and grab onto the rope that is magically connected to Kovdar. That's a good save. The dragon now sees both of you. It drops down to the ground, landing with all 4 of its undead claws. It turns to you. Roll initiative.
God damn it.
Why?
I don't know why I'm rolling initiative.
Oh, this is a disadvantage, sorry. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding
Did
me.
it get worse?
I got a nat 20 on the second one.
Oh.
Shouldn't have said shit.
What a waste.
Kovdar.
8.
Paul.
Don't worry, I got this. 5.
Dragon gets 2 turns before you guys get 1.
Dragon gets
Good
to
thing we have
kill
rage.
us. That's not against magical damage.
Oops.
If it makes the mistake of making a claw attack against us.
All right, dragon's gonna go. It is going to turn. You're gonna see its stomach expand. You can see this blue flame licking out of the holes that it has accumulated from its undeath. Its throat glowing a bright blue before it exhales this hellish blue flame at you. I need both of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
We have a d4 for this? Damn it.
So I rolled a nat 20 with 26 total.
Okay.
27 total.
Yes.
Okay.
I get burned. with my 10.
Yep. That is a fail. But you also have resistance to fire damage,
Yes.
right? Okay, this does apply. So, Paul, Kovdar, you guys will take half of 72 fire damage.
So what is that?
That's going to be, let's see.
36.
36?
So 35 would be 70. So 36. Yep. And it's now the dragon's turn once again. I also need you guys to go ahead and make me wisdom saving throws.
Is it against fear?
It is against fear.
I can't be frightened.
You both can't be frightened?
I
I
can't
have
be frightened.
advantage.
And it's a saving throw. You have a thing.
Yeah, you got a 1d4 against it.
Nice. He's good.
25.
You are frightened. No, that's a save.
Fuck you.
Holy shit.
That's the save?
25? Yeah. Why?
That's the number you have to beat?
Yeah. What about it?
Jesus Christ, he had to roll a 19 to get that.
That's a save.
God damn. Damn.
No, he vastly surpassed the save.
The save is 8.
All right, so dragon is going to re-roll for its breath. Whoa, it's got to be in here. Thank you. Does not get its breath back.
Thank God.
Destroy. Does like 800 damage with its claws. Eats me.
Odds are even.
Odds.
Even.
That is a 6, so that would be even.
Yes. I win.
Kovdar, you watch as this thing looks at its wing and then looks back at you.
Yep, he did it.
It rushes forward, all 4 paws, raises up on its hind legs, and brings both of its claws down on you. So it makes 2 claws, 1 bite. Okay.
This is going to hurt, probably.
So claws first.
3 damage.
I have an AC of 22.
That's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
What is going on? That's a miss. And that's a 20 to hit.
Yes!
It's not good. All right, the dragon runs forward, raising up on its hind legs. It brings 1 claw down. You sidestep out of the way. It brings its other claw across, trying to keep you in the same spot. You duck the next attack. You see it open up its mouth. Its nose crinkling from its snarl. It bites down. You can hear the loud chomp as it just barely misses you. Okay. Dragon, Kovdar.
Yes. It's a free action to unattach my thing, right?
I think it is.
I think it's just a command word. So yeah, we'll roll with that.
Alright, so I'll use a command word to unattach it, and then I'll run up and start attacking it.
Okay, so you actually watch as some of this webbing that is extended out from the hilt to glue itself to this wing retracts back into the hilt, and you pull it free and comes right back to your hand.
Badass. I'll use as much movement as I can to get on the other side of it.
Okay. Okay, so with me rethinking that as I described it, it'll at least be a bonus action to do that.
I have a question. How many other zombies are near us, if any?
There is none. You guys do
God.
see the large mass, but they don't seem to be noticing you at all. It's just you and the dragon.
Okay, because I don't have a amulet. So.
You guys do happen, though, to see the carriage that you had seen on top of the wall, making it past the hill and disappearing off into the distance. That's at least 1 life saved.
Yes. So, with me going around, do I have advantage, or could I not make it that far?
It is a huge creature. So, yes, you can get to the other side of the creature. Yes, you have flanking.
Okay. 30 to hit.
That is a hit. God, what is your plus? Gee, man, Christmas.
Plus 11. And 27 to hit.
That one misses. He's only got an AC of 19, but that one misses.
All right. I'm going to add 2 level 2 Divine Smites.
Oh, of course you do.
So 46 for the first one. And 51 for the second.
It is still alive and kicking. After this creature had just tried to claw and bite you, you pull your axe free from its wing, willing it back into your hand. As the creature tries to turn its head to look back at you, you just bring your axe above your head and crack it right between the eyes. You actually push the dragon's head into the ground, releasing your radiant damage in a large flash. You pull the axe back out and bat swing this thing, knocking its head off to the side with another incredible red flash of your radiant power. It turns back and snarls once again. Paul.
I'm going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
First one is a 24.
It's a hit.
Second is another 24.
That's a hit.
2 in a row. Okay. 38 on the first.
Okay. I will stop you there. How do you want to do this?
I have some questions first. Are there scales on this thing that are used? I have so many questions.
You can see that a lot of the scales have fallen from the body.
Am I able to... So it's facing him.
It has turned around chasing him with trying to attack him as he's run around. Its back is to you right now.
So Paul, seeing a moment of opportunity, runs towards the creature and jumps up onto its tail and up to its back and jumps above it. And in a down strike, he will follow through and cut the head off this undead dragon.
Okay. All right. You see your moment. This thing trying to keep up with Kovdar as he's running around. You can see the large flashes of red. You know that he has done massive amounts to this dragon. You rush up, its tail trying to swing around. You jump over the tail as it tries to sweep your legs out from under you. You climb up onto its back, run up, having to try to keep your balance from the skin peeling away from the very bones itself. But you get up to its shoulders, sliding down as Kovdar releases his last attack, knocking the head to the side. You take this moment to use the momentum of the attack, pulling your sword out as you continue to slide down, digging your sword just like you did the wing into the neck of this creature. As you fall to the side, the momentum carrying your enhanced sword through its flesh, through its bone, and eventually through the entire neck. Kovdar, as you complete the swing, the head continues to fly off into the distance as Paul lands right next to you.
No. I run after the head.
No, it's flying like a dragon.
How far did this head fly?
Roll me a strength check.
At disadvantage, you're not raging anymore. Stop it.
I was raging. I can reroll ones.
I will hit you with... But can you reroll 2s, 5s? Yes.
So athletics?
Just straight up strength.
12.
Yes.
12.
It's not very far.
It's not very far. I would say it probably lands about 80 feet away.
Did I
In a
get
horde of zombies.
a good look at its teeth?
It had many of its teeth. All right. You guys have put down the dragon. Paul, you run up towards the head. Astro, the lady runs forward, and instead of grabbing onto you for protection, she just stands next to you, pulling her bow back and releasing another arrow into the zombies that are coming in. It collapses and rolls off the side of the building. There are 4 more zombies coming. The young man that had eventually cried out once you had arrived had also run up next, having a small dagger held out in front of him. You can tell he's never carried a dagger before.
Are they still coming at us?
You still have 4 zombies coming at you.
Even though they're within 10 feet of me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it back on. I didn't do that.
Well, you still have it in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just put the amulet back around your neck. Okay. They are still coming towards you. You can hear the lady start to quiver. What are you going to do? They are still coming.
You gave me a
You
fake.
You can hear the footsteps of these shambling husks of what used to be humans
That'll get rid of 'em.
continuing to come at you. You can hear their breath, their intake of what lungs they have left.
Are they all four like right in front of me?
And they're lined up right in front of you.
Like a line or like horizontally?
Your passive perception is high enough. You can see that the zombies that were climbing the side of the building have now disappeared.
I'm gonna walk up and just push each one of them off.
Okay, so as you walk up, the lady kind of continues right behind you. What are you doing?
Watch this.
Okay, she just kind of she keeps in tow with you, but she still has her short bow drawn.
I'm just gonna kind of give him a slight push with the
Okay.
tip of my scythe. Just gonna.
You hear the zombie as it hits the side of the building and rolls down. The other one just continuing to walk forward.
See, they're not after you no more.
How do you know for sure? She
Push it. Give it a push.
I am not touching that thing. She releases another arrow into the throat of this one as the force carries it into the next one, and they both fall down and roll off the side of the building. Only one is left, and it is still coming forward.
I'm gonna step to the side, like away from it, or the way it's walking, and kind of motion them to follow me. Just kind of prove.
So they both step aside with you. You watch as the zombie passes right in front of you, continues to the edge of the building towards the direction where Iven went, and tumbles off the top of the building. You can hear an audible slap on the other side.
You see what I'm saying?
Hi, what? How did you do that?
Quick question. How do we get out from here?
They're in the bell tower. There are stairs.
Let's go. We need to save some other people.
I
Stay near me.
I seen some people going into that the warehouse over there on the docks.
Is that the one he's near?
Yes. That's
Okay.
you can see at this point. You can see a figure pulling bodies off of this warehouse in the distance.
Okay, I'm gonna just make my way to him as fast as I can.
Okay. Ivan, you wiggle your way into these bodies, releasing your flame into this mound of corpses, burning away several of them. 3 are left. And their burned bodies are starting to eat away at the door. You can hear somebody yell on the other side, "What is going on out there?"
Nothing.
All right, what do you want to do?
I will stab them
Okay.
and get them away from the door.
You rush up, trident in hand. Make your attack roll.
Eh. Am I rolling disadvantage?
No.
Okay. I'm not rolling disadvantage?
You should be, because we're still exhausted.
Not in attacks for him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're not.
It's not attacks for you either. It's just
So-
your speed's half.
Either way, roll twice,
And saving
distract
throw.
twice.
No,
10.
ability
Oh, sorry,
checks.
not a 10. A 14 and a 15.
14 to 15, those both hit. What kind of damage do? You do fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're technically on fire, so it doesn't matter. So you rush up to the first zombie and stab it through the side of the head, throwing it away from the wall, off the dock, and into the water with a sizzling hiss. That was one attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, you got another one?
Yep.
Okay, make another one.
Stab it.
Stab it.
Well, I mean, I had 2.
Oh, those were both the attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just the one. The disadvantage thing screwed me up.
Sorry.
All right, you rush forward on the next one, this time putting your hilt of your staff against the throat of this one, throwing it off the wall, and then spinning your trident above you and stabbing down. You watch as the zombie's unholy life leaves it. One more zombie is still trying to beat against the door, to crawl, to scratch and claw its way through this wood. And you can see the fire beginning to take hold of this wood. Okay, Astro, you continue down the top, running your way out of the building. That's as far as you make it. Ivan, what do you wish to do?
I will kill this last zombie. Get it away from the door.
Okay, just roll me one attack, because I'm pretty sure you can hit it.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Having fear that these people might be burned alive from your own fire, you rush up and you hit this zombie in the side with your trident. But its body is so decomposed and eaten from the fire itself that you cut this whole thing in half with the one stroke as it collapses into two pieces at the bottom of the door. You just kick it aside a little bit.
I will knock on the door. I've come to save you.
What happened to the zombies that were outside?
I killed them.
Well, you'll have to find a different way in. We've boarded this side up.
I break the door.
I was gonna say, I get there. I'm just
Do you
gonna.
give them warning, or do you just
No.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to try to break it?
Yep.
All right,
of those weak
go
ones.
ahead and roll me an attack.
Aw, you.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
He kills the man on the inside.
With the fire that is licking the side of this door, it is now catching flame. You pull your trident back and you focus on just the center where the two pieces of the door meet, and you imagine a wooden beam across it. Your trident lights on fire with a black flame, and you thrust it through the door. You actually watch as the brown and tinted wood turns to a dark gray and just evaporates and just disintegrates into this ash. You break the center board out and the doors come flying open. You see two individuals that were holding this door shut go flying to the back. You see several women and children off in the back. Some of the old men wrapped in bandages. You can see several of them have these cuts across their face and these bloodied bandages wrapped around them.
All right. Everyone huddled up next to me.
Do I show up?
You have doomed us all.
Shut up.
At
You're
this-
fine.
At this point, you guys hear an enormous crack and the moving and grinding of a stone. You guys turn to look at this necropolis, the top of it twisting and coming free and opening up. Two large undead hands reach up and pull itself free from the top of this thing. 3 dragon skulls, each covered in a bluish flame, come free, its wings extending out, a large roar coming free. And that is where we'll end tonight. The TastyDoom podcast is an unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portion of the material used is property of Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast, LLC. Music is by Epidemic Sound. If you have questions, concerns, advice, or ideas that you'd like to tell us about, then feel free to email us at tastydoom.podcast@outlook.com. If you've liked our content, then feel free to join us on Twitter at tasty_doom. And remember to stay tasty.